So Origin is definitely one of the better brands just because they use a lot of whole meats and organs and a lot of variety in proteins. But up until now, they've only had dry food. But now Origin finally has wet food. So far, I've only seen Origin wet cat food at Petco and also online on Petco's website. I haven't found it anywhere else except for Origin's official website. So let me know in the comments when you find it so that I can add some links below. Hey friends, it's Jess and Jericho, and my mother actually bought some Origin wet cat food after I told her that I saw that it was there. So she tested it with her cats, and today we're going to review what I think about this cat food. So my mom bought the duck and chicken entree Origin cat food. So that word entree right there means that there's between 25 and 94.9% duck and chicken combined. So this is a good product name because this is the most that you're going to see with those named ingredients. Anything other than that, like the word with or flavor, there's going to be even less. So that's a pro right there, is having that entree in the product name. The other pros that I see is that the first 7 ingredients are all animal-based protein. So this is really great. They're all specifically named as well, and they include heart and liver, which is amazing. Another pro is that this specific product, duck and chicken entree, does not have any fish. That's a pro because a lot of cats get addicted to fish, and this causes picky eating. Another pro is that it's low in carbohydrates. So when you use the guaranteed analysis to get an approximate carb amount, you get around 2.5. But I would say it's probably more like 0% because there are no carbohydrate ingredients on the label. So the duck and chicken entree is the one that Charlie, my mother's cat, is eating right now. Typically, Charlie is very picky about new foods, but he went for this one right away. Now, I would say for cons, there is a very long list of synthetic nutrients, and frankly, you're going to see this in a lot of commercial cat foods, but it's a little upsetting that it's in this one, specifically because they add a lot of animal-based ingredients, including heart and liver. There's no bones in this, there's just bone broth. Can add some trace minerals, but ideally the cat would get his calcium from bones. And another con here, which is the same with all of them, is that it's cooked and processed. Ideally, your cat would be eating fresh raw food and not canned food. I'm sure a lot of you are excited that Origin finally has wet cat food, so go ahead and type in the comments, Origin finally has wet. Some other flavors that you'll see at the store include chicken and salmon entree. That word entree is the same minimum requirement of chicken and salmon combined. This one, the first 9 ingredients are all animal-based proteins, and again, they're specifically named. It also has 0% carbs on a dry matter basis. It has the same cons as the previous products that we looked at, but I'm also going to add that this one has unspecified fish bone broth. So whenever you see something like that, fish broth is kind of a mystery. You have no idea what kind of fish they're using, and maybe they don't even know what kind of fish they're using because it just says fish broth instead of salmon broth, for example. And then going off of that con, there's fish, which can cause picky eating. But you can use this to your advantage. For example, if your cat is currently eating fish-flavored food and is picky about when you introduce new foods, maybe you can use this wet cat food, Origin's wet cat food, that contains fish, and it can help your cat get used to eating better quality ingredients. Give me a polydactyl thumbs up if this is helpful so far, so more cat parents looking to upgrade their cat's food can find this video. Thank you very much. Origin also has an original entree. Now this one has the word entree, which would fit under that same rule. However, with this one, there are no named ingredients. So with the other ones, we saw duck and chicken, and then chicken and salmon. This one just says original, so we have no idea which meat is meeting that minimum requirement. This one, the first 8 ingredients are animal-based protein, and same as the other 2, they're specifically named, and I like that they include heart and liver, and there is 0% carbs on a dry matter basis. But as I mentioned before, that minimum requirement, we have no idea what it is, and Jericho is like, I don't even care. The next flavor that you'll see of Origin wet cat food is tuna, salmon, and beef entree. So this one has the same product name rule. This one actually has the first 11 ingredients are all animal-based protein. So this is the first one that has more animal-based protein in it. However, I would say that a con here is that the majority of those proteins are fish-based proteins. So again, same pros and same cons as the other products that we looked at, but I would say that this one is probably the least favorable in my opinion because it has so much fish in it. And again, fish can cause picky eating, and that's going to make the transition to raw or better quality wet food more difficult for you. But at the same time, variety is key. You want to make sure that you're feeding a variety of proteins and a variety of brands to your cat because you never know what's going to be out of stock. You never know if they're going to change the formula completely, and you want to make sure that you have multiple options on hand when you need to feed your cat. Just make sure you focus on one change at a time. You don't want to throw too many different foods at your cat all at once. This can cause GI problems, and you don't want to make your cat sick or stressed. You can check out this video right over Meow for healthy cat treats. Those come in very handy when your cat is picky. You can use those to entice them to eat a little bit more. Thanks for watching.